You see, we're in Rome, and at the end of this street, right about there, there's a chapel, or like a church, that has its own Capuchin crypts. So today we're going to be visiting the Capuchin crypts of Rome. They do allow you to take pictures inside and video. Just got to be respectful. So basically what we're about to see is inside this chapel, inside this church, there's a museum. And at the end of the museum is a series of smaller chapels that are filled with human bones. Much smaller than the Capuchin crypts in Palermo, but what makes these ones extra special is these small chapels filled with human bones. I think it's like 4,000 bones, like skeletons, right? It's a lot. Is that they're adhered to the wall in such beautiful yet macabre ways. Here's a shot of this place from across the street. It really is massive. And just standing here, if you didn't know what was inside and underground, you'd have no idea. So let's try to paint a picture for what you're about to see. So beneath this church are a series of rooms, chapels, crypts, and the first one being what you're looking at right now. It's known as the Crypt of the Three Skeletons. And of course there are thousands of bones, skeletal remains inside these crypts. But this one in particular has 3 juvenile skeletons, which is how it gets its name. And one of them is right here on the ceiling. It's believed to be a Barberini princess, where in one hand she's holding scales and in the other hand a sickle, and it's supposed to represent death and divine judgment. Now it's important to point out that the Capuchin monks, the friars, they were very adamant about creating something that didn't really scare people. They wanted to show people that there is beauty in death, that death is not something to be scared of. And this is what they created. And you know what? If you're seeing this for the first time, something like this for the first time, I get that it can horrify you. But trust me, it really is beautiful. Each chapel, each crypt is right next to each other. There's a walkway that takes you right past them all. You can't actually walk into the chapels, into the crypts. You actually stand behind these wrought iron fences, but you get to see everything from here. I mean, you can basically reach out and touch them. When the friars arrived at this church in 1631 from the old monastery, they brought with them over 300 cartloads of the remains of deceased friars. 300 cartloads. And as friars died, the longest buried friar was exhumed to make room for the newly dead, who was then buried in the exhumed friar's place without a coffin. The dug up bones were then added to the walls, which is what you're looking at right now. And it's interesting to note that bodies typically spent about 30 years decomposing in the soil before being exhumed and then put in these crypts, and then the cycle would just repeat itself. The crypt of the tibias and femurs. And yes, it's exactly what you think it is. I mean, just look at that back wall. I don't think we show it. I should have. I don't think I have any video of it. But you can see part of the ceiling here, like the archways of the ceiling. They are so ornate. There's all these different smaller bones, and some of them they put together to create these chandeliers. I think each room had a chandelier made out of bones. Wow. And I was there in awe. And then editing this video and doing this voiceover, I still can't believe what I'm looking at. The Crypt of the Skulls, I think, is my favorite crypt of them all. And I think the reason for this is the skull, the symbolism of a skull, the imagery of a skull is something we can all relate to. We can look at it and we see a face looking right back at us. And I mean, I'm at a loss for words because of this room. The archways of skulls. The arches, and then you can see the ornate ceilings again. Right? I mean, I can't even imagine creating something like this. And I've seen a lot of things. These figures in the monk's robes were haunting, as haunting can ever be. The last crypt we're going to show is the Crypt of the Resurrection. And inside this crypt there's a painting on the back wall. And it's a picture, a painting of Jesus raising Lazarus from the dead. And what I love about this, you see, like, surrounding the painting, like a picture frame, are all these bones and skulls from the rooms before, from the crypts before. So it's a little bit of everything coming together. And I've never seen anything like it.